Hi, everyone. My name is Deneen White, and I am the host of the VIP Ignite Live podcast. Today, I am so excited to have Berite Labelle here with us. She is a model and actor from Switzerland who is living in Los Angeles. So, Berite, how did you go from Switzerland to Los Angeles?
Thank you for asking me. Thank you for having me again. I love you, Deneen.
I love
Okay.
you too.
So I'm really happy to be in LA because I've been dreaming to be in United States since a long time. I think I was like 6 years old or something. I was listening music from the US and I love to dance too. So I don't know, it's just the vibe. I want to be here. And so, like 3 years ago, I started to do some acting workshop in New York, in Los Angeles, in different schools, but also in Europe. And I really wanted to know if first I wanted to do acting, and if yes, in which school, in which city. And so I've done a lot of traveling and wandering, and now I know I want to be here, and I feel like a LA girl already, and I'm glad.
That's awesome. So before you came to the United States, you definitely had quite a career in Europe already modeling and doing a lot of things. So I know you've worked in the watch industry. I know you did modeling and you've traveled all over. So can you talk about how all of those experiences have helped to bring you to where you are today?
Yes, I think it's meant to be. First, when I was working in the watches industry and also jewelry, I really loved it. But I was always, thanks God, I was always with beautiful things around me, diamonds and beautiful pieces, and I learned how to sell it. Like, for example, it was an apprenticeship for 3 years. And the first year, I couldn't speak to clients. I have to listen how to speak to them, how to sell them. And I was going to school in the same time. So I really took time to learn how to sell a product. And then I was like, wait, if I can sell diamonds and stuff, why I couldn't sell my own talents? And I always wanted to do acting and modeling and dancing. I mean, entertainment industry. And I wanted to be in the US. So I managed to be here finally and do that. And I'm grateful for what I've learned in the watches industry and everything I did. Like, I'm good now. I'm doing what I love to do. It's
Yeah. I love how you related selling watches and diamonds to selling yourself, because one of the things about the entertainment industry that a lot of people don't realize is that when you are an actor or a model or a musician or a dancer or a writer, you're very much an entrepreneur. So
yeah.
there are so many crossovers between sales and entrepreneurship and the entertainment industry. So for you, was it easy to start selling yourself like you would sell a watch, or was it something that was it there a mindset shift that had to go on where you were able to start selling yourself?
I think the mindset, yes, it is one. And I think it's bigger now since I'm with you, VIP Ignite. Since December, no, actually November 2020, when I really realized I'm here in LA doing what I love to do, but still it's like the pandemic and I feel a bit alone and it's a huge mountain to climb. So, yeah, it's a lot of mindset. And I'm really grateful now to be with BIP Ignite. And we did so much workshop, modeling, acting, and mindset. And yeah, I think that's what I needed to really start to be able today to speak to you like that, like I don't know, I feel free. I feel I'm doing an interview. Like
Yeah.
I couldn't imagine that, but I'm doing it and I love it.
Yeah, I remember when the first time I spoke to you, I was a little bit nervous to speak to you because I was like, "Oh my gosh, she's so beautiful. She
Oh,
has so much experience."
so
And
beautiful. Thank you.
I've seen you grow so much over the last couple of months that you've been working with us, because you always had a confidence, but I think your confidence now is more pronounced than it was before. It used to be subdued, like you were like that quiet, confident person, and now because of the way you're growing in confidence, you're more expressive of it, and you've definitely had a lot of opportunities over the last couple of months. Like you've had a lot of articles published, you've had a lot of photos taken, and there's also a project that you're working on. That would you like to talk about the film that you're working on? Because I'm really excited to have people learn about that.
Yeah, I would love to share about that. So it's a short film that it's like a fashion short film, but also historical because it's about Cleopatra seven from Egypt, the one that we all know. She's the seventh one, that's why. And Mary Wollstonecraft, a feminist, a writer, a philosopher, a strong woman from the 18th century of England. And both of them are having a discussion. And this third character is the writer who make them discussing, and we are seeing the imagination. So yeah, that's it. Now it's in post-production and I'm really excited, and I'm going to present it to festivals for 2 years. And I'm already working on another project, but next time, yeah.
That's awesome. That's
Yeah.
great. I love the way that sounds. I was an English major in college, so hearing about like the two of them having a conversation and a writer spurring it along, it sounds like a fascinating project.
Thank you. I've done that with Daniel Lear and Bayou Lear. They're a couple, but they're in the industry for 20 years in LA. They're directors, and they had the idea to add the writer because I have this accent. And he said, I would like to hear your accent as the writer, as you, because Cleopatra has a Greek accent and Mary a British accent. So he wanted to still hear my accent. So, okay, I was like, okay, I'm proud of it. Let's do it. And that's how it came.
That's really cool. So you've accomplished so much. What is it that you want to accomplish? Like I know you say that you want to have a successful career in the entertainment industry and you want to create a foundation to help children. So
Yes.
what does success look like to you, Barit? And can you talk a little bit about why you want to, or what kind of foundation you would like to develop for children in need?
I am thinking to begin with Thailand and with Chad. Chad is the country of my father. Thailand, both of these countries, I never been there, but I like to eat Thai. I like massage Thai. I like my country because I'm proud of my uh, origins, but I never been in both of them. But I know that there are some children that are in need, so I would like to start from there. And I was thinking to create a line, suit for ladies, colorful, and I could like take the money of that to do the foundation. I would like to do something related to that, to fashion, which is my first love, and also children. I feel I need to do that. That's what I want to do. So
That's awesome. There are so many children I know definitely at risk, especially in Thailand. So, one of the
yes.
organizations that we work with is Operation or Underground Railroad, and there are so many children that are at risk, especially in Thailand, because of the political climate and the they call it recreation, but there are a lot of children actually that are in a lot of need in Thailand. So I'd love to hear that. And it would be amazing for you because Thailand and Chad are both very colorful countries. So it'd be amazing to like take the colors from those two countries into your clothing line.
Oh, I love that. I was about to say that I love that the organization that you are with are already doing that, and now you're giving me another idea. It's good vibes in here. I love it.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah, no, I
Yeah.
mean, the thing is one of the things that I've learned, I've interviewed so many talent, and one of the things that I've learned that all successful talent have in common is that they have a big why. Because as you know, there are days where this is the most fun, exhilarating career in the world. You get to have your photos taken, you get to meet people, you get to travel, you get to do all these amazing things. But then there are some days where you're like, this is really hard. Like, why am I putting myself through this? So having
Yes.
a why, like helping children and developing a foundation, that's so important.
Yeah. And now I'm already thinking the colors. Thank you so much.
Yeah,
That's a
now
great
I'm
idea.
not obviously I'm not a fashionista, but now I'm thinking about all the beautiful colors too. So I love that. That's awesome.
Thank you. And you look very good. I love your lipstick.
Oh,
I love
thank
it.
you, thank you so much. So, when you came to the United States, I know that you were taking classes with different groups and all, but what was the one thing that you felt that you feel was holding you back? You came here and you were taking classes and then there was movement going on, but what was the one thing that was holding you back?
I think myself, I think it's, the story that you keep telling to yourself, it's what's holding you back. Who said that again?
A lot of people, Tony Robbins says that all
Yes.
the time.
Yes. I heard it from the boot camp you're doing, but he said it and you said it, it was him. So I got it in my mind and he helped me to shift my mindset. And but also the way that it was the pandemic after being at school every day. And when you're at school, you have a teacher who's telling you things to do, assignment to do, like it's going on. And then you're by yourself in a city by yourself and during the pandemic and then you arrived in my life and I was with you on Zoom during the weekends, like 16 hours per weekend. And then I had motivation the weeks to process and climb that mountain, but I wasn't alone anymore. So yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. So for anyone listening who was like, okay, what is she talking about? She was with you 16 hours a weekend during the pandemic. One thing that we do, one of the many ways that we give back to actors, models, and musicians is we have boot camps. So they're generally a day and a half to 2 days. And what we do is we bring together talent who either are feeling alone like Berite was, or talent who maybe they're just getting started. Maybe like, okay, you know what? I think this is something I may want to do, or talent that have just reached like a plateau in their career and they need to be moved forward. So what we do is for free, literally, it's you can just sign up, get a Zoom link, and show up. What we do is we bring industry experts in to meet with talent like Barit. So that's actually how we met you, was on one of those boot camps. And one of the things that we do on the boot camps is not only do we teach you the reality of the industry, okay, because again, there are a lot of companies that make promises that they will never fulfill or they're not able to fulfill. But not only do we do that, but one of the things that we find that holds people back is their mindset. Because if you walk into a room and you have all the skills in the entire world, but you don't have that belief in yourself. If you don't walk in, like Brit said, she learned how to sell herself. Like she could sell a diamond watch, or she could if you don't learn how to have the mindset when you walk into a room that, hey, you know what? You want to work with me. Of course you have to go in being fully prepared. You have to go in, you have to kill your audition and all of that, and you have to go in and bring everything to the table that you need. But if you don't walk in with everything knowing that, you know what, I'm the person you should choose, you're never going to get chosen. So one of the things that we do is we work on mindset. And again, I know that's something that was holding you back. So how has your mindset shifted since you've been working with us?
It's the words that you're using, Udinin especially. You're just this speech. I want to listen to you, and I feel more confident because I'm not alone anymore. Because you prepare us. Yeah, I don't know. I feel like I can do it, and I'm with you, and you're presenting me a lot of people in the industry, and I can't wait to go in Phoenix end of July and meet acting.
Yeah.
Agent. So yeah, I'm really like, I want to do it. So I'm preparing my mindset every day. That's why I'm going to hike after, like having sunshine and good thoughts and keep moving and preparing my body and my mind. And it's everyday work and I'm glad to do it.
That's awesome. So I know you've traveled extensively with us. You were in New York, you were in New Orleans, you were in Orlando, you were in Miami. So tell me about, what was it like working with all of the photographers and the agents at the different photo shoot experiences that you've been to so far?
What I've noticed actually yesterday, because I'm doing my modeling visa here. So I have to give to my lawyer a lot of documents and also background of what I've done as a model in Europe. And I was looking the old emails and all this stuff, and I realized how much I wasn't that much professional actually. I don't know if it's since I'm with you or since I don't know when, but maybe it's this long time that made me professional. But I was like, oh my God, like I wasn't professional. That's a big deal actually. It's not just taking photos, it's a whole career, really.
Yeah.
So now I feel more professional about that. I really take it as a business for real. Like it's really important and serious.
Yeah, again, I think that people need to understand that this is a business. They call it show business for a reason because there is a framework that you have to follow. Like I spoke to someone earlier today and we were joking around about there's no such thing as an overnight success. But
Mhm.
the thing is like you have to go through the process in order to understand that. Like if someone would have told you 3 or 4 years ago, oh, what you're doing is not professional, you wouldn't have been ready for that and you wouldn't have heard it. But now that you've seen your growth, you've seen just you've just seen all of the tremendous growth. And I'm sure even if as you're looking in your photos, you can see the difference in the confidence
Yes.
in yourself between the photos that you're taking now versus then. And all those things come through because when you're a model, your job is one thing. Your job is to sell whatever product you're holding or you're wearing. It's not about you necessarily. It's not you. You're not the product. What you're selling, like the clothing or whatever you're holding, is that's the product. And the thing is that I don't think people understand that I've definitely grown to understand over the last couple of months too, doing all of these shoots, is that the more confident you are in yourself, the easier it is for you to sell that product because
Yes.
there's something that's transferred. That confidence is transferred between you and that product and the client.
I agree. Yes.
Cool. So, I know that I know that you have some big goals. So tell me about some of the plans that you have upcoming. I know that you're going to be submitting your film out to festivals, and you have another project that you're working on that we could talk about offline. But what other goals have you set for yourself for the next couple of months?
For this summer, I really want to be more present in social media. I've been doing a lot of Instagram. I'm pretty happy how is it now, and I know it's growing. I'm confident about that. But TikTok and YouTube, I just activated them yesterday. So it's my goal this summer to make them grow. And I have a lot of books to read to keep my mindset growing, to keep my vocabulary, my language set. I want to dance a lot to fulfill my body, has shape it as I want it. I want to travel in the United States. I want to improve my English. I don't know, I want to live. I want to be happy and do all of these things. And yeah,
That's
it's
awesome.
exciting.
No, it is very exciting. So if someone is watching and they're interested in getting started in the entertainment industry, or maybe they need to push their career forward like you did when you started working with us, what's one piece of advice that you would give them?
To never stop and to put some goals. Actually, it's really a good question to ask me what are my goals. You have to put down like on the paper. I have papers around me everywhere writing things like I'm a writer. But no, really you have
Because
to
you are.
you have to put down the goals you want to achieve, like for a month, for 2 months, for 3 months, and believe in them and keep dreaming. And every day it's going to be easy and happy. Sometimes it's a lot of work, but go then to the swimming pool or hike and change your mind and go back to it, and then it's easier. And maybe sign up with VIP Ignite too, because it's a lot of fun and a lot of learning and a community. So that's what I needed. I'm good now.
Yeah. Yeah, we love our community. And one of the first things I love that you said to write things down, because generally when people start working up with us, one of the first things I ask everyone to do is to create a vision board, because
Yes.
it's so important to what you focus on, you become. And this is something I didn't realize was as strong as it is until we started telling people to make vision boards. Because there was this one time I was doing an interview with someone and she was like, Deneen, guess what? I did my vision board. I was like, oh, well, good job. I told you to. And she was like, no, you have to understand, like, I did my vision board and it was amazing and I cried the whole time, and I was confused because I've done vision boards and I've never once cried. I was like, oh, okay, well, I must
Oh,
be doing my vision board wrong. And she's like,
yeah.
no, it's just because everything I put on my vision board, I was so attached to. Like, as I was putting it on, I was like, I'm going to accomplish this. I'm going to accomplish this. I was like, oh, that's amazing. And she's like, that's not even the best part. I was like, well, okay, so what's the best part? Like, this is already sounds amazing. She said, the best part is I just did my vision board a couple weeks ago and I've already accomplished a few of the things on the board. So if
Beautiful.
you're watching this, it is so important to set measurable goals for yourself, because, like,
Mhm.
if you're on a weight loss journey, okay, you're like, okay, I want to lose this many inches, I want to lose this many pounds. You make measurable goals. This way, when you achieve them, you're like, okay, I've come this far, now I can go this far. So with your career, it's important to set those goals for yourself also, and to have a vision of where you want to go. Because if you don't know where you're going, you're just going to keep walking around in circles, making the same mistake over and over again and wondering, why am I not going anywhere? So I love that you said that, like, you sit down and you write measurable goals, because what you write down you can measure, and so make sure that you're tracking your goals and that you set those goals. So that's a great piece of advice. Thank you so much.
And I did my vision board because of you. So thank you. Because
Oh,
I
you're
didn't
welcome.
had one before. Yeah.
Well,
Thank
thank
you.
you for listening. I appreciate it. I love working with coachable people.
Yes, I'm all in, Denise.
You are all in. So guys, if you have enjoyed my conversation with Berite, this is what I want you to do. I want you to subscribe to the VIP Ignite Live podcast, because what we're going to be doing is we are highlighting talent like Berite that have a track record of success. We know that success leaves clues. So what we're going to be doing is we're going to be interviewing talent that we work with that have success. And for each person, success means something different, but success leaves clues. So if you are an actor, a model, or a musician, and you're like, okay, you know what? I need a community. I need to get myself moving forward. Denise, how do I set measurable goals? You're in the right place. So subscribe to the VIP Ignite Live podcast. Subscribe to our Instagram, our Facebook. We're all over. I don't think we're on TikTok or anything like that, but
Soon,
that
soon.
soon we will be, I'm sure. But make sure that you subscribe to our social media. This way you can see what's going on. And you can also learn about the boot camp, because if Berite hadn't taken the massive action to get on a boot camp, she wouldn't be here right now. She wouldn't be connected to a community. So if that sounds like something that you want in your life, make sure, again, follow us on social media. We talk about our boot camps all the time. So Berite, thank you so much for being here today. It's always a pleasure to have time to spend with you and to speak to you.
It's a dream, Denise. I love you so much. The first video I've seen, it's you talking, and I was like, I have to do that. And now I'm with you
I
online.
know, and we're going to be together in just a couple of weeks in Phoenix. I'm so excited.
I'm excited too. Thank you so much.
You're welcome. Have an amazing day. And everyone, make sure you subscribe to the podcast, follow us on all the social media, and
Yes.
we'll see you on the next podcast. Have a great
Yes.
day.
You too.
Thanks. Bye.
Thank you. Bye.